My aunt left me 100 grand in inheritance, but my parents stole it and spent it on my entitled sister, saying she deserved it more than me, so I'm planning to surprise them with a letter from my uncle that will change their lives forever. I, a 17-year-old female, am graduating high school next month and am set to attend my first choice college with a partial scholarship in the fall. It is an in-state school about an hour away, and because of my dual enrollment credits, I should only be 5 semesters from finishing my bachelor's degree and then going for the master's degree I need for the career I want. 5 years ago, my mom's mom, passed away, leaving behind a college fund for me and my siblings, Kyle, a 25-year-old male, and Kelsey, a 22-year-old female. My mom's aunt Teresa was supposed to oversee it, but she passed away in 2020, and somehow my parents wound up in charge. I do not know all the details because I was 12 when Mama passed away and 14 when Aunt Teresa passed away. I am not even sure exactly how it was structured or how much there was, except that it was supposed to be enough to cover a significant amount of our expenses if not everything. Kelsey is a fine arts major and her first year of college was derailed by lockdowns, and she wound up losing an entire year. She was supposed to go back for her final year next fall just as I'm starting college, but last night at our grandpa's birthday dinner, Dad's dad, she announced that she had been invited to participate in a junior artist in residence study program and was deferring her last year of college. Everyone congratulated her and my grandparents asked about what sort of stipend she was getting. She said there was not one, but Mama's money would cover her living expenses. My uncle said that between me starting college and them covering that, the fund would be empty soon, and would her share be enough to pay for her final year after? That is when my dad said that since I had scholarships and my sister needed it more, I would not be getting any of the money Mama left for us. Everyone was shocked and started asking questions, but my parents insisted that it was important to support my sister's artistic goals the way we never were, and that I would be fine. When my grandparents argued with them, Mom said I could take out loans for what my scholarship did not cover and live at home to save money. I was in tears and my sister was upset that people were not happier for her. When my uncle asked if there was even going to be money left for my sister to go back and graduate, my parents said they would take out a loan against the house to cover it. Everyone got in a huge argument and my parents and sister left. My grandparents, uncle, and aunt got to talking and my uncle, who is a lawyer, says he is going to look into it and that we may have to sue them for my share of the college money because he believes they mismanaged it. My grandparents are worried about them mortgaging the house and losing it, and suggested we take out a lien against the house for my tuition money so they cannot use it to get a loan to pay for my sister's expenses. Would I be the butthole if I sued my parents for my college tuition and put a lien against their house like my grandparents suggested? Update. Thank you all for the advice. I know you cannot just put a lien against the house, but my uncle and grandparents are talking about suing for the money and since my parents will not have it, putting a lien against the house. They want to move quickly before my parents can do any other stupid crap as my grandpa put it. We all know if my parents spent the money, there is no way they will be able to pay it back, neither will my sister, and grandma basically told me, but at least they will not be able to lose the house. My parents inheriting the house from Mama was the only way they could afford a home. They have never been good with money, so growing up my grandparents covered a lot of their bills so we could have groceries and that is probably why Mama left Aunt Teresa in charge of it. They are worried about what will happen to my parents if they do take out a loan on the house because none of us believe they would be able to pay it back. My uncle is going to talk to his law partner about taking the case, but most importantly, I was able to call Kyle and since he was an adult when Mama passed away he actually has a copy of the will somewhere that he says he will find and send to us, but he knew how much was in the account and where it came from. According to Kyle, there was a $300,000 life insurance policy from when Pop, my maternal grandfather, passed away, and Mama saved it for us to use for college. He is not sure how it was structured exactly, except he is mad because his college did not cost very much and what was not used was supposed to be distributed when we all graduated or turned 25, whichever happened first. So they took not only from me but from him too. I knew my sister's school was expensive, it is a private college, but I guess I assumed she was using loans or a scholarship or something? I never really thought about how they were affording her college, I just focused on doing well and getting as many dual enrollment credits as my school would allow so I would not have to spend as much time or money when I graduated and went to college. When he told me, I was in tears because $100,000 would more than cover my bachelor's degree and probably my master's degree too. What I want to do, meteorology, really requires a master's or even a doctorate if you want to do any of the really interesting stuff. My parents were mad at me when I went home last night like I had caused the fight, so I just went to bed, then went to work this morning, and am just sort of drained as if I got hit by a truck. My best friend says I did not do anything wrong and just sort of got sucked into everyone else's drama and scheming, which seems pretty accurate. Even more stupid is that my grandparents told me that because they knew I had a decent amount from Mama, they only saved for my aunt's kids' college funds, so they feel bad too, and Grandpa's birthday dinner got ruined. I got him some cheesecake from my work, and I am going to take it over to him when they get back from church tonight. Either way, I got into my first choice college and am going to go, even if I have to sell blood or take out loans, so I have got that going for me, which is nice. I'm trying very hard not to let this affect me too much because I still have final exams coming up and, even though my grades are good, I do not want to let this screw up anything else since some of my scholarships are dependent on my grades. My brother suggested in the meanwhile that I can file paperwork for my free application for federal student aid to not have my parents' income counted, just my own, so I might be able to qualify for more aid, so I am going to talk to my guidance counselor tomorrow about that.